Hello everybody, Glitch Ripper here. I'm back for some more crazy Minecraft again, and there's something that I'm curious why I hadn't seen it in Security Craft before. I think it's a new addition. It's pretty cool. It's a briefcase. I did a little testing with this before, and it's actually rather nice how this works. It is kind of like a variant backpack type thing, but not exactly. Takes you some sticks, a chest, and some iron ingots to make it, so it's not really that expensive. So I'm thinking if I want to see how well this performs in survival, that would be very nice. So here we go, briefcase. Hello, briefcase. You give it a code, so let's do that. Save and continue. Enter code. And you get some extra slots. Looks like you get about 12, which isn't really that bad. And is it dark out? It is. I also keep hearing some zombie or something, but it's apparently far enough away where I can still sleep. Anyhow, the reason why I was wanting to do this, I was wanting to try for some storage deception. Okay, please go in, okay. Okay, it didn't immediately do anything. That's nice to know. Aha! Because I really needed to do that for a reason. I need to figure out where something in particular was. Very specifically, I'm going to look out and see if I can find where a very particular like roguelike dungeon was. Because they're usually full of loot. This includes cookies. Although, admittedly, at some point I need to do that scorpion enclosure. They're around. They're not in any real immediate danger. The thing is that they... Oh, that was close to being incredibly perturbing. Because, oh my, the creepers really are a problem. You know, there's a little something in one of the mods, and I'm wondering if we got around here. Because there's something I know of that gets rid of creepers really effectively, but I don't think it's in this pack. Okay, I'm gonna have to go in and get some more dirt first to fill that in, because the creeper decided to pop through and take care of that. And yeah, I've got a lot of dirt inside, so yeah, I'm gonna get that. Seriously, creepers. At least they didn't blow up my bushes. I mean, seriously, those bushes are there to get me berries and stuff for whenever I need them, so I would be rather perturbed about that. Because it took me a while to gather those up. I mean, seriously, they were very lovingly removed and very carefully made sure that they would be gently taken care of to their new area. So, I mean, seriously, that was... I mean, don't get between somebody and their food. Come on. Seriously, creepers. Yeah. Well, at least I got a snowball out of it. And a couple of oxy daisies. Just plant these. Okay, maybe I can go back out and do what I was going to do. Just fight interruptions via creeper. Ahem. Well, at least it didn't directly hit me. That could have been a lot worse. Okay, now somewhere within kind of a bit of a sweep distance of here in terms of flying around, I should be able to spot something very important. And that will be a roguelike dungeon, because I was thinking I might want to do it sooner rather than later. Because I do have a decent armor rating right now, and it's got good durability, but at the same time, it's not going to hold out forever. And there's a blazing new meteor, but I got plenty right now, so I can just turn and go away from it and use that to kind of determine my arc. Because if I should be able to see a roguelike dungeon on the horizon at some angle. I just forget which direction it was in. So if I just rotate around, it should be able to fill out for me. Because there was one in my general vicinity. I'm trying to remember if it was in the green. I think it was in the green. Means it was probably this way. And there's the one I dug completely out. That took a lot. Oh yeah, now I remember. It was past the pyramid. That was it. I need to raid that thing at some point in the future too, as well as that one that's underground. Ah, there it is. Okay, okay. One thing you can always tell about a roguelike dungeon is most of them have a fireworks room. So you got this dispenser array that's meant to shoot them upwards whenever you trigger a mechanism. So they have this ability to be very celebratory in their own special way. Okay, anything else in the vicinity I should be wary of? Not really, and that's a good thing. And whoa! Okay. Big village with special blocks. I think these are from SF artifacts? Or sci-fi artifacts? I think I believe it really is just SF artifacts, but it means sci-fi artifacts. I think these are meant for doing Thor stuff, because that looks suspiciously like Uru metal. So and we know how Thor goes. Extra special metal to make. Oh, is that a mini witchery hut? Oh, that cauldron's already filled. I could use cauldrons. I could use cauldrons plural actually, because I know I need them for various things. And oh, hello. I see you've got a blacksmith's forge. Pardon me as I just kind of. Oh, hello. Nice people around here. You know you resemble somebody, I know. Shepherd. Blood chili. Block of steel. Well, that could come in handy. Steel chest plate. Iron sword. I don't really need that. I'll leave that there. Give some snowballs. So yeah, keep these safe for me, please. I might be back. Me and flowers. Okay. Just a little exchange. Okay, that was interesting. Although that metal block is going to be interesting to figure out later. Again, I believe it's part of SF artifacts, so that's going to be important. And you know, you look suspiciously like a guy that used to do more Minecraft. You look like Mr. Gibbs. Because that is definitely the skin he used to use. Okay, maybe it's not this way. Oh, there's another one of those right there at this tree. Okay, they're everywhere. So if I really need them, I know I do have some extras in the vicinity. That's good to know. At least I can sustain myself on bread indefinitely. And I have some food for special times, because that's good for combat. Blood chili is meant to give you a burst of ability, specifically the ability to life drain any target. So it's pretty cool stuff. You get that little vampiric touch there, so that makes it handy. Okay, so I'm trying to get into this dungeon to seek out stuff, and are these special trees? Because they look kind of like the rubber tree, but not exactly. I mean, they could be rubber. Yeah, they look a lot like rubber. I already got a big rubber tree grown. Remember that sapling I got before? Yeah, I grew it. It's fairly big. I haven't really trimmed the whole tree down, but I'd rather not trim the whole thing down anyhow. I'm curious if I'm going to get my investment on sapling back. Because some trees are just stingier than others. Some are really grateful with their saplings. So it depends. Okay. Troll axe. Oh wait, do I have an? Oh, okay. I have a good number of torches. I should be fine. It's not the best number to start with down here, but it'll be okay. Well, I've got night vision actually, but just making sure the mobs don't come back all the time would be good. Don't know how many times I'll get to actually scan with that. Okay, there's a cake over there. Uh-huh. So that one has something I might be able to use. And flying in these things is basically useless. Okay, that'll keep them from just showing up immediately there. Gotta remember where I am. Huh, you know, I don't see very many levers around these places. I'd rather not pull it, because I don't want some trap to go off. Have I captured it completely? I don't know. 'Cause sometimes there's a room that they can actually do it. So being armed. Oh, another one down there. I meant to do that over the wall. Okay. Books, yeah, always handy. Ah, replacement bread. String. Well, wait, that's not as useful as I was hoping, because there's a certain, ooh. That's nice. Taking that pick. Some of this stuff I can just get pretty easily, some of which, not so much. Maybe if I find a way to, there might be a disenchanter thing I can use to get, books and stuff. Well, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I should probably take everything so I can clear the chests and know that I've been here. That's kind of my tradition with gathering loot. Is that way I know I've been there, because there's no chest. Because then it's kind of irrelevant. Okay. Let me see here. Okay. Good stuff. Okay. Some of these things are going to need to shove into my newly minted briefcase. Yeah. Let's show this thing some use. Okay, I'll just throw some things in there that I don't immediately need. That way I'll be able to... Okay, I'll throw mostly stackables in here. That would be a good idea, including the extra chests. Because that way I'll be able to use this to condense some things without building up its own slots too that much. I could throw less stackable things in here. I don't know if I'm going to actually be able to use that though. It's the mod that really makes it useful isn't here. There's a couple of them that do. Ooh, okay, efficiency, power. My bow actually came with power. That was really impressive, or at least really convenient. This stuff is everywhere, and yet it's not the thing I need. I need cookies, please. Cookies would be nice. Good thing is you could just kind of keep doing this. Okay, that's stackable, that's stackable. I already stacked those in there. And I have enchanted books, so loot! This is a lootable place. You just kind of gotta be a little cautious as you go. And oh! Probably save myself a slot there, because, again, I'm trying to be a little conservative, but at the same time, I will do it just a little bit at a time if I have to. Okay, let's find another spawner area, because they always have loot right next to them. Oh, this place is really broken. It's gonna be hard to navigate. Did it? Oh. Okay. That's interesting. I think it rammed the other location because of its size. Yeah, I might be having a special trip to a boss chamber. Yeah. That could be different. I don't want to do it right now because there's kind of a certain way that it'd be good to take them down. So I might want to be careful about that.
Sea storm! Birds of prey!
Thanks, Gooderness. Now we know. In case you didn't know, a guy by the name of Gooderness does all the voiceovers for those events. His dramatic voice has been in Like Nights Mobs for quite some time. I don't know what year, so I can't say since this year, or anything like that, per se. Although it would be kind of cool to do that. It's like, since 20-something or other, we have hit... Well, I don't know exactly. That's what I'm saying. But again, he has a very dramatic voice. Kind of like Don LaFontaine. Now there was Mr. Announcer. Ooh, room. Pre-done. Pre-lit. Pre-loot. Hey, extra coal. Thank you. Thanks for the coal. Okay, lots of loot. Statistics. Okay. Didn't think that was gonna happen. A statistics book. Getting educated here. Things are getting mathematical. Doing statistics. Didn't realize we were gonna get so analytical in Minecraft. Free bed. Maybe. I might go for that. I might want to shut this first. Okay, so yeah. Anything that's one of the kinds of loot that can be stacked, I'm throwing in there. Okay, everything else is going to be just adding on because now this is basically set. So if I need more... Actually, kind of got a little idea here. Usually leave a lot of structures mostly intact, but these things are pretty deep, so this is a special exception. Lumberjack's hatchet. Okay, that seems to be better than the other one. Grave spade. Surplus pantaloons of warding. Surplus pantaloons of defense. Special book. Enchanted sword. I might not be able to take all of it, so I might need to make multiple trips to get this done. Because this is looking like something that's going to be a bit too deep. I might actually read that a little later. Let's stack the pants. And the swords. Yeah, maybe I'll look at this now, because they have some amusing books in here, actually. Architect's resource notes. Huh. It looks like a material list for how much stuff actually went into building the place. That's interesting. Okay, April 16th, 2016. Okay, it's literally the parts list. That's pretty wild. Okay. That's that's interesting. You got me there, Greymark. Nice one. I wonder if that would qualify for testificate trading, because it is a written book. Huh. Resources? Sounds like some other things are close by. These structures have multiple levels, and they can go pretty deep. I have actually personally been in some that hit bedrock before. That's not really that uncommon down here. Okay. Big fight. I snapped your cap. Thank you. Thank you for the cap. I'll take it. Not really a big deal, but I will take it. Hmm. Yeah, I might as well repair my... I might as well consolidate my pickaxe. Okay, a little bit more for torches. Ah, if I consolidate some of these books, I should have a pretty good time. Actually, so that's nice to know. Still powering my torches. Thank you for that. Thank you. I have not seen a special little feature that these things have yet. They're especially compatible with Lycanite's mobs. It may be that this one just hasn't had one of those particular spawners yet. Because I have seen them have Lycanite's mobs in them. Though that is more of a... I think that's a config thing, so... It might not be that exact one is set up in this pack, so there is that. So that's a maybe. I need to be conservative of my bow. I've only got a few shots. And those few skeletons actually significantly raise my arrow count, which really says something about how low on arrows I am. So, yeah, okay. Okay, if I go different corridors, I should eventually find a way down, or just a different direction I haven't really been yet. Oh, I haven't went the cake way. That's definitely something to try. Cake way. Yeah, let's go the cake way. Cake is good, usually. Hello? Oh, this is the firework array. It has a pre-built cobble gen, kind of. Interesting. Okay, we have string, bone, or iron. I did need that. I did actually need that, especially when I think I might be able to use it to actually make some more briefcases and stuff. So super storage section is going to gradually be on the way. So I'm going to take it as the pack lets me. I'm not going to super pursue it, but whenever I need it, I need it. Okay. Okay, throw that stuff in. Yeah. Oh wait, there's the my iron's gonna pile up, and I didn't put a spot for that already. Okay, wasn't really foreseeing that one, but whatever. Got my books nicely clustered in there, so that's good. Okay, so more torches, more torches. A tiny little gold nugget and some paper. Okay, but I think this is the firing array, because it's attached to a large number of hoppers, and this really looks like it. Furnace, or maybe it's not. Maybe it's just a furnace-y room. You know, I could probably actually take some of this stuff. Well, I'll just know it's in the along the cake way. Because do I really have enough space to take this? Because this place is going to load me up with stuff. I'm going to have to take it in pieces. I just know I'm going to be here multiple times. Just going a little bit deeper each time. That sounds like what's going to happen. Not entirely intentional, it's just probably going to be that way. So that's kind of a good way to take it. Okay. See, I did need to put something in here. Yeah, that. Okay. I intermittent dump. Yeah. We have each other on our Steam accounts, so yeah. That'll happen on occasion. Just a little announcement. Hi, cake. I'll probably eat you later. Okay, rotten flesh, cooked fish, or paper. Some bread. Oops, I took the others rather than that one. cookie. Oh, but that's literally like 1 out of 12. So if I raid the place, I can get more cookies. But well, I could have just gotten unlucky. Because sometimes you get a smaller stack. So that could be the case. Could be if I could get luckier later on. So there's that possibility. I definitely wanted the cookies. Because the cookies will be like life. Because if I can get 12 of them, 12 cookies, then I will be able to, you know, I can actually have the apples for a little while. It'd be nice to switch that up. Wait, did I have cooked fish in here? But yeah, if I can get a certain number of cookies, I think it's 12, then I can complete the quest for George Tree. Then I don't know if that'll be the last quest there though. But if Quarrymaster completed his quest in a way where he wound up becoming a usual merchant afterwards, then I should be fine on that, and I'll be able to know when it happens. Okay, so the cakeway went that way. Is there a direction I haven't went that's... Because I went that way. Is there a down? Because usually these things go down. Okay, that's the cakeway. That's the way I went that way. Okay, that one's already marked. This path is not marked, so I have not been here. I think. Oh, that looks like the firing array. It's definitely more extensive. Okay, that's going down. Yeah, this is the firing array. Okay. What happens is that these shuffle these things around, and it creates like a special timer network, and then that stimulates the redstone signal upward in certain ways, and then the firing array above goes ballistic, and it fires a bunch of fireworks, which is really nice. However, it's kind of hard to see it. You have to kind of go upward really fast to be able to catch it before they're all gone, because there's only so many fireworks, you know. Hi! Nice to see you down here. Okay, those guys are armored. Thing is, these spawners tend to spawn them with stuff. In fact, this is probably a good sign for me to go back up and get out. Because if they despawn, then I can raid faster. Because I've already put some torches up, so it'll decrease the amount of enemies up there. And then whenever I'm back, that means that they'll despawn, and I can go deeper, just a little bit at a time. And, you know, I've realized I don't remember having any carrots. Okay, so I need some starter carrots for my garden. Okay. It's that way, that's that way, this is up and therefore out. So, yeah. Okay, so let's go back out. Because I know another source of cauldrons for whenever I decide to get into witchery, and more than that. They have far more uses than this pack, even though witchery is here, witchery is good. It's also not the only use for a cauldron, because there's something very cool, and I want to get to it. Namely, Chocobo stuff. Yeah. Okay. But I got at least a cookie, so I'll sort a little of that stuff out at a time. And is that a Minecraft donkey, or that is a Minecraft donkey? That is a vanilla donkey. Well, into vanilla ever since the assimilation from Mo creatures, but that's a regular donkey. Okay. Well, now regular. Well, you know what I mean. I mean, 1.6 was the horse update with uh, Mo creatures getting the horses in. Thank you, Dr. Jark and crew. But yeah. Now, are there wild horses here too? Okay, here's a wild horse. If you look at the eyes, which are a bit more articulated, you'll know that those are the ones from Moat Creatures. Like, this is a horse from Vanilla, and over there's a wild horse from Moat Creatures. If I can properly... Thank you for containing yourself. That might be very convenient later. If I can actually tame them, then I can get very special horses, including some that fly. Admittedly, I'm not sure which is going to come out best between Chocobos and... Oh my gosh, there's a meteor I can actually do right now before it goes away. Oh, this is the good kind of interruption. Okay. Yeah. So I was going to say, if I can tame those, I can get special horses, including flyers. Okay, the thing is, I've actually gotten a few freezerite crystals, but those were from, like, ancient ores underground, from, like, old crash meteors, not fresh ones. But yeah, the horses are going to be really cool, if I can do it, because it's very involved getting the very special ones, but the thing is, I've kind of looked ahead. It's been something I've known for a long time, just did a little quick refresher on with the good old Mo Creatures wiki. And I believe I can do quite a bit with them. I don't think I have to go down a dark path with horses like some do. So I don't believe I'll need to take down a majestic unicorn. I can, however, do something really cool that involves fighting lots of wild ones that are bad. Because, as I may have mentioned before, if it says horse mob, that's a hostile one, and you can't tame them directly, you have to make them special. But they do have special drops, including special things you need for making the essences that you need to make your horses. And for that matter, to open the way to something very, very special in Mo Creatures, it does in fact have a special dimension, and it's known as the Wyvern Lair. If you get to the Wyvern Lair, you can obtain wyverns, and they are flying mounts. Oh wow, I got a good amount of this really fast. This is a really good giver. Thank you. And for that matter, it's not all melted yet. Thank you, magnetization. See, some people are annoyed by the magnetism. I like it. I like stuff just coming to me. That way I don't have to, like, go out and grab it. And I just like that idea that you have a little magnetic personality. It just attracts to you. It's like, thank you. I want to be in your inventory so much. Thank you. And I also directly... Well, I can go ahead and grab some fossils. No biggie. I have at least some space. And this is all going to stack. In fact, after I have a full stack of this, I probably won't need some again for a while. But these things are kind of limited time, so... I think I'll have to evacuate from here really fast to keep the rest of it from melting. Because it's going as we speak. Only the sparkling ones are the ones that you need to get the freezerite crystals. I can make some really cool stuff with it. Like, this actually, between this and Witchery, there's a feature that historically was added into vanilla later. Because freezerite gear, if you have the armor, lets you freeze water as you move. So you can literally just run over an ocean. And that feature was added in later with the Frostwalker enchantment in 1.9, and it was considered a treasure enchant. But it's just an enchantment, it's not a specific set of armor, which makes it actually a bit cooler. Because all you need is a compatible set of boots. And then, hey, you've got it. Huh, are these specially compatible with Lycanized mobs? Because that doesn't look like water, that looks like ooze. I think there's a pool of ooze right next to me. Either that or it's the most appropriate landing spot for a freezerite meteor ever. I mean, literally. I mean, if they don't have special compatibility, and that is just ooze from Lycanized mobs, it just happens to have been there, that is just hilariously perfect. I mean, just... Oh, it's like, let's just land this thing on the most frozen spot ever, including a frosty liquid that actually helps spawn Arctic creatures. And it's a meteor made of ice, so everything about this is frozen over. Eventually I'll need a new meteorite pickaxe, but they have a lot of durability, and now that I'm getting good stuff, I should be able to recreate it pretty quickly. Especially when I'm actually getting iron. A lot of things in this pack really need iron, and for a while I was a little concerned about how much I was going to get, but turns out it's not really that bad. There was some concern over by the crew, but it turned out that they were just really unlucky. So they thought that they had accidentally made it where the iron was too low. Turns out, nope. They were just in a very bad set of chunks. It's like, nope, we're just not feeling giving you iron anytime soon. And then, so they're going, oh, it says no iron in this pack. That's a problem because it needs so much iron. And then find out, nope, just stupid level unlucky. Thank you, sure dumb luck. Those skeletons had no idea I was here. But this zombie does. Hi, zombie. I see you're stuck. Oh, you're getting clobbered by the ooze. That's classic. Wait. That cannot be the first time I've taken out a zombie. Oh, it's that thing again. That's why. That's why. Okay. In case you didn't know, sometimes it just seems to recount the first time. I don't know if anybody knows why that happens. It's just a little bug that's been in Morph for a long time. Could be variants though, because sometimes you have subtle variations of a mob and it counts them separately. It always does that. That's on purpose. But recounting one you've already beaten before. Of course, come to think of it, I'm not sure just how well it tracks it being player caused when it comes to these discs. I mean, I love the style of these chakrams, the rod discs, but I think they have issues with actually getting you your stuff that you need. Like, I know that they seem to not give me my experience from defeating, say, mini-bosses like the spitting troll. So, while I'm waiting for my experience to start actually showing back up in that dimension because of that experience hiding glitch, it won't show up while I'm defeating them with the finishing blow being rod discs. So then suddenly I'm like, okay, it lets me get the drops because apparently they were never really specifically meant to only give you their items if it's finished off by a player. So it counts halfway as an environmental attack, which is kind of weird, although it would explain a few things. I am going to just grab as much as this as I can. So relax, sit back, and enjoy the frostiness. Because I'm going to have a freezer pretty soon. So it's not the plan, but when the call of meteors happens, you must answer. Because they're good meteors. Okay, I'm surprised this hasn't completely melted yet. Because you can kind of see where there's been some water already. So these things are running on a timer. All meteors have that to a degree, where you get the most out of them whenever they're fresh. I didn't hear it land. Maybe I was underground, and it actually does have a weakening for not necessarily distance, but through blocks in terms of the sound. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, that's kind of accurate, but first time I've seen anything make a meteor quiet in this mod. I'm clearly hearing blocks break, so it can't be that I'm having a sound problem. I mean, that's just not possible. Although, oh, I think I know what happened. Oh, this would be funny. The exact moment that Enderman popped on, and then it prioritized, like, the little thing for his message, it must have knocked out the sound for a split second, and that must be exactly when it landed. Oh, what insane timing. That would be news to me that was even a thing. But whatever, I'll accept that as why I was not aware when this one landed, because this is definitely fresh. There's no way that this one was here before whenever I was trying to find where that roguelike dungeon was. Just no way. Just no way. Like, I'm pretty sure I would have seen it. And yet, here it is. But then again, maybe it is the one. Maybe I thought it was melting, and it wasn't, because maybe it was just this ooze everywhere. And this is really showing that only certain types of spawning is actually working for Lycanite's mobs, because there should be a lot of Arctic mobs just coming out of this stuff. I'm literally picking up meteor chunks from it. This is getting officially crazy. There's something definitely wrong with Lycanite's mobs in this pack in single player. I say that in single player because it has been definitely tested in multiplayer, and everything seems to be working fine. So this must be one of those, it doesn't necessarily work the same way between the two type bugs. Because I'm clearly wanting my Lycanite mobs. I only have a few scanned in. I haven't got anything soulbound yet, although I am prepared. So what's going on? Because I'm ready, I'm willing, I'm waiting. I have the equipment to do the job, and they're not here. So there's something up with this. I think I'm just going to stop with this stack. Just complete this stack, and then I think I'll be good on freeze right for like possibly the rest of this run. Thank you. Quit. Is there even one more? Please tell me there is at least one more. Oh, I saw a glimmer. It's over here. Aha! I have my stack. I'm good. I'm good. I don't need any more. Thank you. I'm officially relinquishing myself from doing this. Because I have raided this thing like crazy. So I may have been mistaken. Maybe not have been melting. May have just landed on that and I thought it was melting. So that may have been true. Okay, the roguelike dungeon has proven it has cookies. It's also apparently ran into either this building, like this dungeon here, or the other one underground, because I've noted that I think the boss chamber is technically connected, so I could just skip to the boss chamber that way and raid the rest of whatever structure that is later, actually. And that would be kind of a weird thing to do, but it would be kind of useful. I've kind of got a plan for those, and I'd like to get some resources first. Because the bosses drop some pretty good stuff, and I'd like to repetitively spawn them. There are, in fact, artificial spawners in this pack, namely from Mine Factory Reloaded, because it has an auto spawner of its own. And if I go down the tech path just enough, I should be able to lock onto that spawner and take care of things. And this is not the right way, is it? I don't recognize this house. Anybody in there? Oh, there's a coven witch. Okay, I'll be back to you whenever I have a familiar. So that's nice to know. Okay. It's always good to have them. Never take out a coven witch, folks. Because they are part of your witchery progression and are very special. So, yeah, that's good to have. And there are some... Well, the thing about witchery is it also improves the amount of villages and how big they are. So, there is that. Is that an actual, like, witchery building? Oh, I'm just getting all sorts of loot today. Unfortunately, I'm running low on space. And I mean, like, really low. Like, I've got my briefcase and my backpack stuff, but I'll have to know that going around the perimeter of the pyramid will get me more stuff. So that's something I'll just have to remember for later, is just go around the perimeter of the frozen biome, and eventually I'll find more stuff. I got all sorts of trees. That's always good. But there's only certain ones I'd really like to find, because I'd really like to find a jungle, please. Jungle? Please? I mean, it would be very nice if I had a jungle. but they're usually nowhere near icy biomes, so there's a quandary. Uh, so yeah, uh, maybe I should have set up some kind of teleporter near home. I know there's a way to do that too. And oh, I'm getting white out. White out. I'm frosted. I'm frosted. Okay, where am I? Because if maybe if I go to maybe if I go down this way, kind of get closer to the 0 point ish. Maybe a little off because I'm trying to remember what my angle was because I was close-ish to it, but not exactly. So, okay, things that are closer to where I was will probably have more of those. So, yeah, I know I've got the village on the hill. It's definitely on top of a mountain. So I need to look for mountains. And oh, that poor bear. It's riding out on a toasty area. Okay. I am blind. I'm definitely blind. Wait a moment. There's a neat trick that I might be able to. Okay, I think I'm getting close. So I'm pretty sure that's. Oh my gosh! Really? You just. Oh. Oh, there's more of you, but at the same time, it's not good because there's this. I'm gonna block this off. It's already eliminating people. Yeah, no more accidents, please. I can tell the area is too crowded to allow that to happen. There are more testificates around here for some reason. Well, Blue did say that we might get more guests and stuff, and more people moving in, so this might be that. Oh, Railcraft guy. Guile. Oh, villager from archaeology. Another archaeologist. Very fast-moving villager. I know the Flash may be in this pack at some point, but that doesn't mean you have to preempt him. Okay, I know where I am. That's a good thing, because I know this village very well. I know that exact village. It means if I go diagonally from it this way, I should be home. Yay! That works. Okay, so there's ups and downs to having your home on the top of a frozen mountain. And because all these meteors has fallen recently. Oh, I thought would have gathered some. Oh, well. Well, sometimes you get it and sometimes you don't. Oh, well. I can dump some of my stuff off and do something fairly quickly. At least I think so. I'll have to see what it actually takes to know if I actually can do it that way. Because once things are frozen over. Okay, so let me see here. Actually, at Choco. Okay, at Choco. Chococraft. Straw. Oh, okay. I should be able to do that pretty easily. The thing is, okay. Okay, I have that. I have some in my briefcase, which reminds me, I need to toss some things in here, if at all possible. Or somewhere. Yeah, I moved my archaeology stuff. That's part of things. Okay. Oh, I might put my freeze rate crystals here. Some of them, anyhow. I've got a large amount now. Okay. Okay, so I can get myself a little space to work with. The thing is, I need to have a filled cauldron and straw. And if I do that, then this area will count as a true Chocobo stable. And any Chocobos that are injured will automatically start healing. So it becomes a place of very special power for them. They have a nice healing influence. Sparks is the one that's got a point off, but that'll quickly illustrate the point whenever he starts healing, so yeah. Okay, so if I fly down and around, I should be able to grab a few cauldrons from in there, and then I should be able to do this pretty quickly. So, yeah. Okay, so I fly around, I grab the cauldrons. Weeah! And then I'm back. Everything is fine. Yep. Under the rain, which is not really plain. And it's certainly not from Spain. That is a rat. Let me... I know he saw me. Yep, he saw me. Minions! I just need a few. Take care of that guy. Thank you. Oh, get stuck in the thing. Well, that's one way of showing it does not have entity transfer support. It's like, no, I'm not going to do that. Ah ha ha, gotcha. Uh-oh. Creeper. I have gotten to really like their poison attack, actually. It comes in very handy, so I might not switch immediately to the cinders. But I can at any time because of the way that works, so that's good. Okay, you guys defend me while I make a dive in here. It takes me a few moments to shift. Good. Okay, so all I need to do is grab myself a few cauldrons. I know they're at the tree. And then I should be able to get one filled for my chocobos, and the rest I can use for other reasons later. But this is for the chocobos. I need to start that up whenever I can. And this is a pretty good time. And I will also be able to expand my garden over time and stuff, but that's for another time. Because I need to chocobo as much as I can. Why? Because if I start on it early, I should be able to get some results decently soon. And with that, I will be able to have magnificent chocobos. Yes, yes, yes! Especially some flyers would be very nice. And maybe a good strong swimmer. Okay, you're the guy over... You're George Tree. Hi, George Tree, who seems to be multi-locating again.
Winged venom! Acid rain!
No. That's not gonna happen. I can tell because I haven't seen a single one happen due to an event yet, so yeah, not happening. Sorry, no acid rain. It was a great announcement, but I did feel it. I did feel the announcement. But the problem is, it's not feeling you. That's the real problem. It's just not feeling it. I can hold on to that for later, so thank you. And, well, I do have some buckets worth of water in my backpack, so I'm good. Thank you. All I needed. Going down. Going that way. It should lead to the town. Yep. Going that way. Wing Venom is over. Well, sorry, it never actually happened because, again, defense aren't working. Wish they did, because I do like fighting Lycanites mobs a lot, thank you. I find it very useful. But are they here? Nope. Sorry to keep driving that point home, but it is true. There's just a quick trip in for a few dedicated cauldrons. I know, again, they do show up in the roguelike dungeons as well. I did see some down there, but... You know, if I put one down right now, there's a chance it'll fill up on its own, speaking of which. Or does that even work when it comes to snow? I know it works when it comes to rain. Okay. So I do that. I replace this with straw, preferably lots of it. Okay. So I got that. I can put that there. Okay, just give myself a little more space would be nice. Okay. And hitting that from familiar Frostville feeling. Okay. How much wheat do I have? Because I know I can do the gardening thing later. Okay, straw. Wow, that might be enough to cover that area. This could be easier than I thought. Okay. Chocobos. I can make you more stable later. Because, well, I just will be able to, like, get this area all nice and enclosed or something. Suddenly very grateful that snow is replaceable. Not what I meant. Aha, there we go. Come on, Chocobos. Yeah, I can do that in front. Come on, aim for the square. Kind of give me the outline. There we go. I know, it's just a little harder to do while you're standing on it, but don't worry. This will be just beautiful. I can handle it. Because I don't actually need the straw for my own food, because I have unlimited bread. Okay, so you go this way. And then, if this works out, I should be able to... fill this. Don't know if it takes a okay, there, yeah, it worked immediately. Saw that little green thing? That little green number? It's perfect, perfect. Okay, so the Chocobo stable is working. I have a place of healing for them. So I can go with other Chocobo stuff now. I just only have it on one side, but hey, they need some nice natural flowers and stuff, so it'll be good. So we're fine, and who is normally in this house? Whoever it is has abandoned it. I guess I have one thing to do. I can check my mail. I mean, I got a special message in the place, kind of. So, why not? Okay, book and quill. Let's see what we got in here. Oh, okay. So it is a new message. Due to your waifu Bula's current association with Cobalt Blue Angel, she has been accepted into the Adventurers Union. Ah, that's nice. She may help us in the future with giving you important missions and gear. Currently, she has her own mission, so we're instructing you. Over the mail. We hope to someday set up some official outposts in this world. For now, you can head to Origin Point. When you do, be sure to bring nothing other than a spare pair of pliers. Okay. Anything else may be forfeit, so this point is very important. That sounds a little ominous. The rewards will be worth it. We don't know what will happen if your objective is destroyed through unhinged beings or meteor strikes, so protect it well. They seemed a little irate about that one. Good luck and enjoy your new arsenal. Oh, that sounds cool. Adventurers Union Representative Inspector Lawls? Lawls? I haven't seen him for a long time. Inspector Lawls? I haven't seen him since I was Star Trek Craft World. He was one of the investigators. Does that mean that ominous guy is going to show up? The guy of which is always ominous, and mainly just his name. And of course, what about their other associate? I think her name was Nurse June. Gosh, it's been a while. This could get interesting. And all the test certificates I've been seeing, where's Bula and what test certificates is she working with? That's a lot of questions suddenly. Well, I think I know where Origin Point is. Probably blew right past it actually getting back here. So whatever it is I'm looking for has to be pretty small. Yeah, there is that. Well, maybe if I'm insanely lucky, I might get cookies for the other quest. I've been getting quests all over the place. Oh well, I think I'll be able to start on that later. So that'll probably be where I'm going to start off with whenever I get back. So I guess I'm going to Origin Point soon. That'll be interesting. And I have a lot of freezerite, so I will be able to have a freezer. That'll be cool. I'll be able to make all sorts of frozen treats and things. And I do mean it actually, like you can actually make ice cream and stuff. Like, let's see here. Freezer. There's actually a couple in the pack here and there, or things that are similar. Got Food Plus Freezer. We have something from Mr. Crayfish's Furniture, and we have a freezer from Meteors. This takes some freezerite, a bucket, and some more iron ingots. But the thing is, once you actually start using the freezer, you can do all sorts of stuff with it. Like, for example, let's see if it shows up in here. Like, you can use the freezerite crystals also for making ice cream, which is nice. And you can use it to get ice without having to use Silk Touch, which is cool. I think you can also use it for fuel in the freezer. You can freeze things in it, but I'm not sure. No, nope. Come on. Hello. How do I get the thing for maybe I need to think of. Okay, I know something I can look up to see what the recipe is within the freezer. Frozen iron is what you make a lot of the stuff out with now with the freezerite set. It used to be the crystals directly, now it's this. Frozen iron. To get that, you need to use it in the freeze. Okay, it's not showing freezer recipes. I'm too used to how good JEI is compared to NEI. I swear, it really, really, really is better. It's so much better. Okay, I'm getting used to much later mods, and going back this far has had some interesting side effects. It may be historic, but one of the side effects is just being too used to the better stuff later. Okay, now that that's out of the way, I have some things I'll be doing next time in all likelihood. But I did get my Chocobo stable to actually work. I raided the rogue dungeon a bit, so I can just kind of peek in a little bit further each time. Maybe I'll gradually get enough cookies. Maybe I'll find a better loot pile that has even more cookies, because that is the quest that George Tree has on me now, and I have heard he has even more good rewards for me, so I'd really like to know what they are. So, yeah, this has me very curious, so I'm definitely after the cookies, and therefore the loot. So, yeah. And I may also find some other stuff later. So I've got a lot of things to do. I mean, this pack is pretty big, so I have a lot of stuff to do. And yeah, I have a feeling this armor set's going to last me quite some time. So if I ever have to recreate it, I'll remember that it actually is pretty good in terms of that. So I won't have to worry about breakage for quite some time. And yeah, I think I'm going to be set for quite some time in terms of just things. But one thing I'm wondering is more crazy Minecraft like this. Is everybody hyped for this? Because this is a pretty good pack. It has some pretty wild stuff. And once I get some things built up, I should even be able to do like a really wild mix of things all at once. Like witchery, going into space with Galacticraft, maybe fighting the big boss of Lycanite mobs, because eventually I will fight Ray of Art. That is definitely a thing. I'm really thinking of cutting loose with all sorts of crazy things. Like this mod pack has firepower, and I want to use it. I want to go like classic all-out army style versus Ray of Art. In fact, just for kicks, I might actually wear this kind of armor set again, one that doesn't have any special abilities, but then I'm just going all-out firepower with everything else. That would be kind of a cool twist on it. Well, I'll figure it out when I get there. for now, this has been Glitch Reaper, and hope you've been enjoying things. I'll be signing off for now, so hope to hear from you all later, and bye for now, everybody.